All right. Last lesson for 7.7, 7.7c, evaluating out expressions. So here you're going to want to bring out your calculator. Okay, we're going to do a lot of it on this calculator. So I'm going to set it up first. All right. Sorry, my little girl's here and she's repeating everything I say, so I'm going to laugh every now and then, okay? So, here we go. What they want us to do here is we are going to plug in numbers in for our variables. So we have a -3 that's going to go in for x, right? And we have a 0 that's going to go in for y. Now the rule here is always use parentheses when plugging in values. So, all right. So here, when I plug in the -3 in for x, -6, instead of x, I'm going to do parentheses, -3. All right. We get +2, and instead of y, we have parentheses, 0. And then no variable here, so we just bring down the +1. All right. Now you can do this by hand. Not much of an issue to do this by hand, so we'll do it by hand real quick, and then I'll show you how to plug this in a calculator. So -6 times -3 is a +18, because negative times negative is positive. Anything times 0 is 0. And then we just bring down the +1. Then we have 18 plus 0 plus 1 is 19. Okay. Now, if you want to put this on your calculator, here's how you're going to have to do it. So calculator, we have, was it negative? Here's your negative. So -6, parentheses, -3, close parentheses, +2, parentheses, 0, close parentheses, +1, and then we press enter. 19 is my answer. That's how most of these are going to go. Okay, so we may just, learn how to use our calculator a bit today. 19. Okay, let's click this. Next question. All right, so here we have exponents. So when I plug these in, I'm plugging in 3 for both x and y. So this is going to become -2, 3 squared plus 2, 3 squared plus 6. Again, I can do this by hand. And if you want to do this by hand, just follow along. You do your order of operations, which is the square first. So -2 times 9, because 3 squared is 9, plus 2 times 9 plus 6. Right? -2 times 9 is -18. 2 times 9 is a +18 plus 6. -18, +18 plus 6 gives you 6. All right. Now, if you want to put this in your calculator, do this. We just do it straight from the very top row. We have -2, parentheses, 3, close parentheses, and then right here is the x squared button, so x squared. Right. Then we have +2, parentheses, 3, close parentheses, squared, plus 6. This is what I get when I don't do this during her nap time. You're wanting to be included, okay? All right, so press enter. 6. Got the same answer. All right, so back here, 6 is my answer. All right, submit answer. Done. Clear. Like I said, you don't have to do this by hand. If you just want to plug it in using parentheses and then use your calculator, feel free. Okay? So in here, I'm plugging in x, y, and z in. So I'm going to have the big parentheses with the squared, but x is 4. So I have 4 parentheses here, plus y is -4, parentheses, -4, and then -6, parentheses, -3. Now, you can plug this whole thing in the calculator, feel free. I'll go ahead and plug it in, just so you can just do it on the calculator, exactly as is written here. Let me clear this, let me clear that. We have 2 parentheses, right, 4, close the parentheses, plus, parentheses, -4, close 2 parentheses, squared, minus 6, parentheses, -3, close parentheses. So exactly as it is, you just type in everything there and press enter, and you should get 18. Okay. Now, if you want to simplify beforehand, since there's no multiplication here, there's nothing outside the parentheses here, you can drop the parentheses. 4 plus a -4. Now, you really can't drop the parentheses there. You're not supposed to. All right. Squared minus, again, I can multiply this. -6 times -3 is a +8. But 4 plus a -4 is 0. Squared plus 18. 0 squared is still 0, so 0 plus 18 is 18. Right. Next. Okay. So I have to do the calculator on this too, but first let's plug everything in. Again, x is 7, so fraction 6 parentheses 7 minus 6, y is 3, parentheses 3, over 2, z is also 3. Yes, it is right. Right. So plugging this in, I'm just gonna, I mean, you can simplify if you want. Feel free to simplify. Just multiply everything there. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 3 is 18. 2 times that is 6. And if you want, go ahead and simplify. But if you want to just plug this on your calculator, fraction button first, and then type in your numerator, 6 parentheses 7, close parentheses, minus 6 parentheses 3, close parentheses. Press down, get to the denominator, and then 2 parentheses 3, close parentheses. And press enter. Now, the nice thing that is, if this didn't reduce down to 4, it would give you the reduced fraction, so you don't have to worry about reducing your fractions. The calculator will do it for you. But this one happened to just be 4, which is kind of nice. This. And then it's back to pretty easy one. Plugging that in. I'm going to let you guys do. I'm going to skip this one because it's nothing hard. Okay, let's look at this one. Again, every b gets replaced with -3. So it becomes 5. Oops. 5. That again. 5 parentheses, and again I have another parentheses, -3 minus 3, close parentheses. So again, that b became a parentheses -3. Plus 2, again, parentheses, that b becomes another parentheses -3, plus 1. And again, I can just type in that whole thing straight into a calculator. Just don't forget 2 parentheses, close the parentheses, close the parentheses, 2 parentheses, close the parentheses, close the parentheses. All right, but if you want to simplify before, 5, -3 minus 3 is -6. Plus -3 plus 1 is a -2. So again, I'm going to plug in both those just to show you that it doesn't matter if you want to simplify first or just plug it all in. It's fine. So it's clear, clear. I'm plugging the top one. 5, 2 parentheses, -3, close 1 parentheses. So again, 5, 2 parentheses, -3, close the parentheses. Minus 3, close the second parentheses. Plus 2, so plus 2, 2 parentheses. -3, -3, close the parentheses. Plus 1, close the last parentheses. And if you type it in exactly as it says, then you should be fine. Again, just in the order you write it, you just got to make sure you write it in the correct order. Press enter. All right, so -34. Now, if I type in the second part, you want to simplify first because it's less typing. Okay, plus 2, parentheses, -2. Same answer. So -34 is my answer. So it's really up to you if you want to simplify it first or if you don't. Okay, there you go. All right, next. Clear this. Same concept, really. They just have decimals, and again, you can type decimals in your fraction, so get that one. All right, let's, again, here, if I want to simplify first, since these are like terms, like we learned from 7.7b, I can rewrite this whole equation first as 7b plus negative 13 and negative 5 can become negative 18b over 6. All right? And then negative 18 and 6 reduce. This fraction reduces. 7b plus 18 divided by 6 is negative 3b. 7 plus negative 3 is 4. And then I just plug in 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Right? So you can go through all those steps, or if you want to write it out, just forget it and write it out as 7 parentheses 2 plus fraction negative 13 parentheses 2 minus 5 parentheses 2 over 6, and I'm going to type in that whole thing into a calculator. So clear. I can't really see it right now, so I'm going to move this over here. So that is 7 parentheses 2 close parentheses plus fraction button negative 13 parentheses 2 close parentheses minus 5 parentheses 2 close parentheses. Press down to get the denominator 6, and I should get the same answer 8. There it is, 8. So if you want to simplify first, go right ahead. If you just want to type it in, type it in. I'm not going to know, and I don't really care, to be honest. So do it the way that gives you the correct answer. That's the way you should do it. All right. Now that's it for 7.7c. So go ahead and finish that, and then get started on 7.8. So watch the video for 7.8, and then you'll be done with homework for this week after 7.8.